Hi, um, my name is Equinox. I'm doing this video to help with people who don't fully understand how the swirl reaction works, and specifically how to help with building some more beginner friendly, um, free-to-play friendly characters such as Sucrose. As I have someone who I think is pretty cool, who doesn't fully understand, but that's fine, obviously. It took me a bit to understand fully too. Um, but so just loading in might take a few moments. So I apologize for that. I've never done a video like this before, so you know, I'm gonna try to go over what I know personally about this character and explain some things. I'm going to explain this stuff as if you're someone who has never played Genshin Impact. So, I'll be using really easy terms. Gotta accept my Welkin. Okay. So, we're going to just go over to Mondstadt because that's where I'm going to assume people kind of know. We're going to go to Windrise. Now, if you're playing on mobile, I'm currently on my computer. If you're playing on mobile, it'll look a little bit different. I'll explain what each buttons kind of mean. Like I'll tell you what the names are so you know specifically what they are. And I'm going to be showing this demonstration with the character that I want to teach, so which will be Sucrose. So for now, let me just pull up the characters. And we'll make a new team. And this new team will be headed by our lovely little Sucrose, which, yes, I've not really made her or built her much. We will also include a pyro character. We're going to go with Zhanling because you do get her if you do the Spiral Abyss.
I'll bring my seasonings.
We're going to include Barbara. Where is she? Because again, she's a character you get automatically. And lastly, we are going to include Lisa, because again, she's a character you get automatically. I will show the cryo infusion as well, but we will get to that. Oh, I forgot to deploy the characters. Okay. Keep in mind, I do not have any of these characters built for my AR level, which is adventure rank. So I'm going to go ahead and, first of all, switch out her artifacts. I'm going to take away my Kazuha's, even though technically I don't have the best for her currently on this. I mean, I could take Venti's. Yeah, I'll take one of Venti's. And then we can take Kazuha's. And then... Oh, I don't have an EM, do I? That's okay. We'll take Kazuha's again. And... we'll just take most of Kazuha's stuff. Kazuha is my main animo character that I use a lot. So I've got sacrificial fragments on her. Let's see, do I have a higher sacrificial? I have a little bit higher one, so I'll take that one. My Zhanling's not built. My Barbara is kind of built. My Lisa's not really built because I don't use these characters. But I'll explain first what domain I'm talking about when I talk about the Viridescent set. So the Viridescent set drops from the Valley of Remembrance, specifically, which is this 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 one right here. And it's not showing my cursor. That sucks. So that's the Valley of Remembrance, and you're looking for specifically this set, the Viridescent Veneer. For Sucrose specifically. Other characters that benefit from this set are Venti, are Kazuha. Heizo, I'm pretty sure, benefits from this set. Basically, any character that uses Anemo can benefit very well from this set. It's not sweat. So, obviously, the 2-piece, which is when you have 2 pieces of this set, gives you an Anemo damage bonus by 15, which is already nice. Now, the second part is what I mean when I say it makes enemies more weaker to what you infuse. So, increases swirl damage by 60%, decreases elemental resistance to the element infused in the swirl by 40% for 10 seconds. Basically, whatever element you put into her ability, that the enemies will be weak to that element with this set. Now, for building her with her artifacts, as you can see, I have a lot of really high level. These orange ones are what's called 5-star. If you don't have the ability to do 5-star yet, don't really focus on using your resin to do this too much. Just do it like once a day if you can. You might need help. It is a pretty annoying domain. But for the flower and the feather, obviously it's going to be HP and attack for the main stat here, which is right here. HP is health points. You want as much of this elemental mastery, and also, if you can, energy recharge. So elemental mastery, what that does is it increases damage dealt by your interactions with the elements. And swirl is the big one. So essentially, it makes it so that the infusion, when you add, let's say, fire or water or electricity in, will do even more. For energy recharge, it lets her burst be used more often. So again, for artifacts, you're going to want energy recharge, but mostly elemental mastery on her. Again, if you click on this button up here, it'll tell you kind of what the most popular build is. Doesn't mean it's always right, but if you're not looking things up and you just need a quick idea, this can help. As you can see, she wants a lot of elemental mastery. This piece, as you can see, is not from the Viridescent set. You can have 4 Viridescent and then 1 what's called offset piece. As you can see, because this one has elemental mastery, I decided to take this one. It's definitely not the best, but it works. And then again, elemental mastery is your best friend for Sucrose. Now, what do I mean when I say elemental skill? Well, let's first take a look at her talents. So in her talents, you got from top to bottom, the first one is her normal attack. So what you would get when you use her normal attack, which looks like this. So those are normal attacks. This is a charged attack. Okay. So those are your normally charged attacks. Because she's a catalyst user, she's going to automatically attack with Anemo, wind. Which is already really nice. Her next ability is specifically her skill. Now, for people who are playing on desktop, that would be what I have assigned to F. I'm pretty sure that's not the normal. I'm pretty sure it's E. But I changed it to make it easier for me because I'm used to playing Minecraft. So her skill looks like this. That's her skill. Now you'll notice that on my skill, there's 2 little blue dots, and I can actually use her skill twice. This is because I have her at a high constellation. Specifically, I have C1, constellation 1, so I got multiple copies of her, which gives her a skill you can use it twice in a row. So we're going to just call this skill, so a stable hypostasis creation 6308, her skill. It's pretty nice, pretty useful. She also, when you get her high enough, when her skill or her burst, which is the other ability, which is the one which I have on Q, the really big, I can't show it right now because it's not up, but the really big one, that one is, when you get her leveled up, you'll get the ability that causes everyone's elemental mastery to go up based off her elemental mastery, so it's really nice. So that's why you want to have as much elemental mastery as you can on her. And just, she does more damage based on her elemental mastery. And that's why elemental mastery is so important. Now, if you don't have C1, like I do, Constellation 1, then you want to go with sacrificial fragments. R1, R5 does not matter, because it increases the chance that whenever you use her skill, that it'll end its own cooldown, and you'll be able to use it again really fast. Now, if you do have her, another good one for, especially if you got an Electro or Hydro character, is obviously the Magic Guide. This one is really nice, can be really nice for her, easy, free to play. It's the Emerald Orb. It gives you Elemental Mastery as your substat, well, main stat kind of, and it is based on using swirl reactions as well, which will increase your attack. Really, you just want, if you can, to have sacrificial fragments on her is really good. I'm not sure completely what other... Oh, I clicked off. 5-star weapons, I'm going to assume, are not really much of an option. But if they are, let's look at today's banner. And this is as of March 31st. There's 11 days. The weapons you can get are Wine and Song. So if we look at that, Wine and Song is an energy recharge. So this one isn't bad, but you definitely want more elemental mastery on her than anything else. If we look at this list of items, oh, it doesn't actually let me click it. Oh well. Okay, so that's the rundown on what her weapons and artifacts are. Now let's go find something to attack. I don't know specifically. Okay, so these guys are already hydro infused. Because of that, you see that her ability turns blue. And you see that the swirl goes like that.
Nice and spicy.
We're just trying to get some more.
Stand clear.
Okay. We'll use a different character to do this, but...
You're in for a little shock.
Ooh. Goba! These guys are obviously immune too. We're gonna go to a little hilly troll camp. Right over here. Why not? So, as you can see, her burst is up, which is that Q. We're going to use Pyro as the easy thing to kind of explain. What does it mean when you infuse an ability. So right there, you can see that it kind of does that. But if I want to infuse her ability, there's her burst. And see how it goes orange? That means it's now swirling with pyro. Which, against these guys, is not very good. But as you can see, I'm now swirling with hydro, which is why you're seeing those extra blue numbers. And all the blue wind look. So, let's say you affect a character with pyro. Now, it's going to automatically have it infused with pyro. But let's say we want to infuse with hydro. Okay, so we put down the burst. Now it's infused with hydro, and you can tell because it's that lightish blue color, and you can see these blue numbers. So that's infused with hydro.
Absorption test.
Now let's see if we can find another enemy to try against. Now again, I don't have her built. But you've seen pyro, it goes kind of reddish, and whenever I do that, whatever color, whatever her infusion is, means that enemies will be weak to that because of the set that I've got on her. Let's just go over here. We'll go up there to see about doing some really quick show. I want to show off Electro. So we'll pull out an Electro character. Oh, that's enemies I don't want to necessarily face like that. Are there any really easy enemies? Okay, yeah, we'll deal with those guys, I guess. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. I might be able to show off Cryo as well, but not likely. But we'll show off Electro. Let's see. Affect an enemy with Electro. And then you'll see that you get that extra Electro stuff. We'll do some Healy. We'll do more Electro. And then, oh, I got frozen. You can see the Electro taking effect. And if you're not sure,
come a little closer.
Stand clear.
okay, come on. Okay. So when you've got Electro Infusion, you'll see it goes purple. And you get the purple numbers. And that makes them weaker to Electro because I've got the correct swirl thing on her. Now let's just run the heck away. We'll go over here. Because I don't want to actually fight them. Lastly, I'm going to showcase Cryo. Now, Cryo, if you don't already have a Cryo character, works really well with Hydro, obviously, but also with other characters. So, I'm going to pull out a... Oh yeah, Kai is a Cryo character that you automatically get. Never mind, I'm silly. I forgot. So let's find a little hilly troll or something to use Kaya on.
Freeze. Ha, ha, ha.
We're not gonna fight that. That's too much of a pain in the butt. A Samitrol?
Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
So,
Dodge this.
Stand clear.
as you can see, it kind of gives these light blue numbers. I'm just trying to get her burst up.
Absorption test.
Okay, there we go. So we'll apply cryo,
Oh, so sorry.
swirl it,
Animal
and then as you can
hyperstimuation.
see,
Freeze.
it goes light blue. It's kind of hard to see, but it does go light blue,
Stand clear.
like super light blue, and it applies the cryo more often. But that's kind of the gist of what Sucrose can do. She's really good. Her skill does a nice little application of Amnemo and Swirl. Her burst, which again for me is Q, it's the big one that I have to charge up, will also draw enemies together and kind of group them up. I'll see if I can do that real quick. Let's see. There should be some dudes around here. Yeah, there we go.
Animal test 6308. Stand clear.
Okay. Let's take these guys for example. We're gonna kind of get them a little bit spread out. As you can see, that's annoying, right? So if I do this, you see they all get gathered up into one spot. And then I can just infuse it with hydro. And then if I do this, they all get frozen.
Absorption test.
So yeah, that's kind of the gist of what she can do. She's a really nice unit. Unit is what we use for the different characters. She's a really nice character. Especially if you got her like on the current banner. Characters that'll synergize well with her are characters that rely on elemental mastery a lot. So that includes Dendro characters. So a team that would work really well with her is basically anything that Kazuha would work well with. So for instance, my go-to team involves Kazuha, Raiden Shogun, Kokomi, and Nahida. I was a bit of a dolphin near the beginning, so I have these characters very easily. But Kazuha uses the same kind of abilities as Sucrose, just a little bit more, powerful, because he's a 5-star. But still, very powerful unit. Sucrose is one of the best girls, and she's adorable. She's absolutely adorable. But Sucrose is a very versatile unit, a unit that's good with a lot of different teams. Good free-to-play group for her would probably be, if you got Bennett, Sucrose,
Adventure Team.
I'd say maybe Zhongling and Kaya, or even Bennett, Sucrose, Barbara, and Kaya to get that nice melt and freeze comp. they make for very strong characters together. But really, you kind of got to look it up to learn more. Funny enough, I find videos such as like the Catalyst only and like series can be really, really helpful for learning about like specific characters and how they can interact really well. Especially if you're looking for like free to play friendly. I say friendly, but like they are hardcore. They will grind nonstop for the best of the stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna end that there. If you are interested and you're on the EU or not EU, North American servers, you can add me as a friend. I do not mind. I'm always welcome. I can lower my world 1. I'm currently working on basically getting enough adventurer rank XP to get all the way from 50 to 55 in one go, because I think that would be funny. But this is my UID. Feel free to add me. I love friends, and I'm always willing to come help and lend a hand. My Discord will also be in the description, as well as my Twitch, obviously. My Discord server, we are always open, and there's a few of us who do play Genshin, who, there's even some that are on EU servers, who are willing to help other people. But, yeah. So I hope this helped. I know this is probably silly for a lot of people, but, I just wanted to be helpful, and I'm sorry this video is super, super long. But, yeah. Bye.